What is up? Bienvenidos, beautiful souls. We're going to give it some time for people to come in as the notifications go out. And as we do that, we are just going to clear the space from any and all energies, entities, beings that's not serving your highest and greatest good, removing them out of your path, out of your way, out of your auric field, your mind, your body, your spirit, and aligning you with your spirit, the spirit of the Most High, most divine and benevolence, your higher self, your spiritual team that is guiding you in alignments of your highest and greatest good, and good health, good wealth, good fortune. Ashe. Thank you first and foremost for allowing me to be a divine catalyst for your soul, to connect with my soul and use me as a divine messenger to deliver the messages for you that's going to serve your highest and greatest good. Remember that this is a general collective message, so take the messages that resonate for you. If there is a message that does not resonate with you, I ask you to sit with your higher self, sit with the Most High, and meditate and ask for any confirmations, tangible confirmations that the truth is revealed to you and that you receive the confirmations. That if that message that didn't resonate with you is truly indeed for you, that it will be some sort of tangible confirmation and validation for you. And if not, that your spirit guides will intervene in removing that message out of your mind, your body, your spirit, your aura, so that you are only receiving the messages that's in alignment for your highest and greatest good. All right. Although this message is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Risings, if your soul has guided you here, it is for a divine purpose. There may be some messages here. And keep in mind that everyone has every zodiac sign in their chart in some placement in their natal. And so this could just be the Leo aspect of your chart that is wanting to communicate with you. Or you may just be a nosy cross watcher. And if so, okay, hey. But we're going to get started. So Leos, right away, there was this interesting energy. And this message is for the month of January. Now, Leo, it's like this weird feeling like y'all are really in an in-between space where you have this inner knowing that abundance and prosperity is here and that everything is gonna be okay, yet you may have been like frustrated or struggling with something. There could have been some hardships or some challenges, right? Whether it's with your health or your mental work, whatever it may have you, it's something that is really putting you into a deep state of wanting to free yourself from any bondage, from any fears, from anything that is truly hindering you, and do the deep shadow work, do the deep inner work here, and have a positive outlook to this new year, right? And this is more like a preparation, because the new year is, I tend to tell people your new year starts when your birthday comes. That is your new year, regardless of a Gregorian calendar, regardless of the natural turning of the year with the seasons, be it spring, they'll say, oh, in March or whatever. Your new year, your solar return is your new year. And so maybe that's very significant because that's not something that was coming up for the other readings. But so it could be something from now, from January until your birthday, that is really going to put you in a deep space of like healing and like maybe even like really sexual, or it could involve that type of energy, maybe some shadows, maybe there's some cord cuttings that you need to do with like ex-lovers or sexual partners that you had. Or, maybe you were trauma bonding or something, you're releasing those. Or some sort of like shadow work that is to release. I was getting a lot of like shadow integration for other signs, but for y'all, I'm really getting like it's either in or out, like completely in this space here, which is why I was like, it's interesting that I feel you on an in-between space, because the in-between space is an integrated space of both light and dark. And so this can be that whatever it is that you are having to release and let go of, you indeed have integrated the wisdom. You have indeed integrated the wisdom of this. You have a knowing, an inner knowing. You have a comprehension of it. You have awareness, right? You're very cognizant to how energy moves, but you may not know why this is happening, which is why it's like going into the shadow work. So like this is like a next level of shadow work for you to go into the next quantum realm of your like your divinity, of your light, or your integration of wholeness here. I did get peppermints. I forgot to mention these before I get into the cards with Ganesh here. So I got peppermint, dragon's blood, mugwort, sage, and bay leaf. These may be herbs or resins that are calling to you at this time, or plant allies here that are willing to work with you and assist you during the month of January here, for whatever purpose. So definitely sit with that, see how it feels for you, meditate on it, if do your research if you need to, but it's more of a feeling based and connecting with those spirits. And then I was getting sunstone as the crystal here. And it was sunstone and it was citrine. So this, this is like lower chakras, but even though it's like lower chakras, and obsidian. And so with the obsidian, though, this is why they was bringing up the sunstone. You might want to work with both of them together. It's something about that this deep shadow work and change that is happening in your life is so intense. Yeah, it's so intense. And my fur baby has been cool, calm, collected for the most part the whole time, but she's like doing some stuff right now. But anyway, it's electrifying. It's transformative on a deep, 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 deep state. It's something that this could have even been a deep dark shadow of yours that you've had for, I'm getting like generations, millennium, lifetimes even, in which has become like a natural state of yours in this lifetime. But there's something about opening up the heart and getting into a space of freeing that, or clearing that energy here, to ascend to greater heights here. Not that you don't have the ability to go to great heights, you do, but there's a deeper transformational process here that's happening. It almost feels like an initiation or another form of like a baptism. I'm not even gonna lie, but spirit baptizing you, or you baptizing yourself in a sense with like Christ-like energy here. And I'm actually getting like you've already been in connection with Christ consciousness. However, it's a through that connection again. I'm getting like maybe some of you veered away or something. And this has nothing to do with religion. Like, they're being very specific. It has nothing to do with religion. It has everything to do with you as a crystalline being. Like, we have thousands of crystals in our bodies. And because you are an awakened being, you may have gotten like accustomed or used to looking at life in a certain type of light frequency, and you may have been operating with just certain crystals in your body, in your temple, and other crystals are looking to get illuminated so that you can reach to greater heights, higher consciousness. Yeah, confirmations here. Okay. And so maybe that's why the sunstone is coming through, and like the sun gazing may be very significant to you as well, right? Like vitamin D, making sure that your nutrients, your vitamins are good, and not just substituting it with supplements, but actually like making sure you're eating the proper stuff to get those like nutrients and vitamins. Like obviously, spirit, let's be fucking for real. We're in 2025 where there's so much going on with the food here that, we can do the sea moss, we can do these things, and having to do that to give this to the body the nutrients that it needs, right? But not every food that we eat it in a raw state. We do cook it, which will create it into a density and lose some of its nutritional value. So some people may need supplements, right? And even though I'm talking to spirit, like spirit knows this shit, right? But maybe somebody here is watching me to hear this shit. I don't fucking know. I'm just the messenger, y'all. Be with me, all right? But that may be of great significance also here. I'm also picking up hematite now. I wasn't really picking up hematite earlier, but that may be significant as the original bloodstone here, the magnetic hematite specifically. So working with that, this could move like almonds or move certain energies. Okay, and it's a hardy stone, so it's harder to break through and to use as a form of protection and iron, and to cut through the bullshit, cut through difficult situations that may require a harder energy. So these are denser stones here, which is probably why sunstone is coming through also for you to shine your light, to be your light. Like Leo, let's just face it, y'all are ruled also by the sun, right? And so that could be a major factor of like not just you having the ability to illuminate others just by your existence and your light, but maybe there's a part of your attitude that is like my way or the highway, or the whole world revolving around self, which that's not necessarily incorrect either. But there's something about using these hard stones while you soften your heart to access higher realms, to transform this situation or alchemize this energy that you've been holding on to or dwelling in for lifetimes even. I'm getting this is something like lifetimes here, yeah, and I'm like itching. So it could be that you like, no matter how good you've been trying to do in this realm, in this dimension and stuff like that, like you experience some sort of hardships and you're like, well, why am I experiencing all this hardships? Like, I don't even be doing nothing. People just be weird about me or something like that, right? Or hating or something. And, it's because, and then like you'll have difficult situations come up. You're able to overcome them each time, but it's not without great frustrations and trouble and whatnot. And it's because of that shadowy aspect here. So there's certain aspects that you've integrated and which probably has gotten you like cold, dry in a certain way, and other parts of it you didn't integrate, and it's like you can actually let go of this and integrate that. So there's a recalibration and an alchemy happening here to transform your light codes into a greater frequency, to get you into a very fruitful, prosperous, abundant timeline here, and some sort of like recognition where you wasn't getting the recognition here. You could have like gave so much game and wisdom and information to people in the collective, and they may not have even viewed you as like a mentor or a teacher or something, not realizing that like that's exactly what you was doing, right? Like being a sage to others. And that's probably why, yeah, because as I said that, like I got goosebumps, and then I saw the sage, and sage plant ally was coming through. So there could be something about clearing up some form of communication here, and being as wise as the sage here. So sage is coming in as a plant ally, not just for what sage can do as a plant, but also the sage as a wisdom here. So I love that for you. That's really interesting. All right, so we're going to get started with the Ganesha. So we're going to start with Ganesh. We're going to go into tarot, and then we're going to go with Kali. And with Kali's energy, that's just going to like give us an additional message of like what shadows or what energies we may need to know from her, from the Divine Mother, in the month of January here. And then following that, I'm going to just pull some dice and runes here. And I am not going to interpretate those. Those are for you to interpret. That is for your subconscious mind to connect with your intuition, to strengthen your psychic ability so that you can really learn to trust yourself and honor the messages that are coming through for you. What I will do is say key words that are associated with that energy, but that's about it. I won't interpret that. All right, so let's get started here with Ganesh. What messages do we have for Leo? Thank you. 2 more cards here. Thank you. Wow, that was quick. Yeah, all right. Oh, yep, you have a decision to make. Meet me at the crossroads. Yeah, could be feeling like you're in the middle of a crossroads here. And that makes sense why I felt like you was in an in-between space. It's like you're trying to decide, do I handle this situation with light, or do I handle this situation with darkness, right? And it's like you can handle it however you feel like you need to handle it, but you got some shadow work that you fucking have to deal with in the middle of this decision any the fuck way. I got too many cards here. Hold on 1 second here. Tell me one more card here for Leo for the month of January here. What messages do we have for Leo for the thank you? Yeah, divine support wanted to come out like 3 times, but it actually came out this time. So the number 48 with divine support here. So Ganesha is trying to assure you that there is divine support helping you through your circumstances right now to break through any blockages, any resistance here, to bring into your awareness what shifts you may need to make during the times of chaos, during any times of challenges and difficulties. We have nurture with the number 38 in the bottom of the deck here. You could have children. This could be pertaining to children. It doesn't necessarily have to be. This could just be some of the shadow work that you have to do is pertaining to your inner child as well. But the first card that came out is the number 31 with decision here. And you do have a major decision that you have to make here. And with this, it's something about really having the confidence. Consider all your options to make an informal choice, right? What is exactly do you want in this situation, and are you satisfied with the way things are moving in your life? Ganesha is guiding you to know that your desires are within your sights. The odds are in your favor. So right after that, you have the number 7 with substance, and with the odds being in your favor, this just lets me know that regardless of what decision you make at this time. Maybe you made a decision in the beginning of January, right? And you like been reflecting, like, did I make the right decision? Is this the right thing? With the decision making, what I'm getting with substance and the odds are in your favor is, regardless of what decision you made, you can't go wrong. There's going to be fruition and lessons and blessings that come from this, even if it doesn't have the appearance of it, right? It could, because of all the challenges, like, you put in so much work. Your prayers are being heard here. When you're acting from a space with an open heart, when acting from a space of, like, if you know that you are innocent, if you know that you have been sincere and genuine and not at fault, you have taken accountability for your actions truthfully with integrity, then everything is going to work out for you. And that which is going against you is essentially going against God, right? It's essentially going to be dealt with. And there is a divine support and intervention that's happening here to assure that you are safe, that to assure that regardless of what decision you made here, that you're going to be able to sustain sustain your light frequency for your highest and greatest good. But you may have also been used to just operating from a certain light frequency and sustaining it in that dimension, in that realm. And again, this is why you were even being called to ask, are you satisfied with where you're at in life? Is this what you want? Like, there's something here that is being called to, because you make, your comfort zone is needing you to stretch out at this time. So we're going to pull some tarot here, see what else we have. Tell us a little bit more for Leo. Thank you. In the month of January. Thank you. 2 more cards. Tell me a little bit more for Leo. Did a card flip over? A card indeed did flip over. Okay. Oh, you already got 4 cards. All right. Thank you. All right, so you have the Empress in the bottom of the deck. There's going to be lots of fruition, lots of manifestation. So like Venus can be playing an important role for you at this time. Doesn't necessarily have to be. You could just simply be in your Empress, whether you are a male or a female. This is not about gender. This is about energy here. There could be something about your Venus placement being important at this time as well. And even though this energy is connected with Venus, I'm getting something about like Jupiter also in Sagittarius, but doesn't have to be. I am also picking up Gemini, which is interesting because these are airy energies, and Venus is currently in the sign of Pisces. So maybe you have your Venus placements in an air sign or something like that. Doesn't have to be. This could just be that maybe any decisions or circumstances or children that you may have or family members that are connected to your storyline may have those zodiac signs or something like that. But nonetheless, if it doesn't, don't worry about it. Overall, just Venus energy coming through here, letting you know that your desires are within reach. You are in a very fertile mind space. You are in a very fertile energetic space, should I say, at this time. And so choosing your decisions wisely is kind of what I'm getting. The first card that came out was the 9 of Wands. Yes, you're very illuminated here. You are very much a sage. You are very much spiritually in tune and ahead of the curve, ahead of your time here. Meditation will do you great justice at this time. You may even be feeling like really tired and wanting like extra rest at this time. Spirit is saying you are on the right path. Like, keep doing what you're doing here. So if you made a decision, like, and you were wondering, did I make the right decision? Like, Spirit is like, you're on the right path. If you're feeling like you need to make a decision and you don't know what that decision is, nonetheless, through meditation, like taking a moment to pause is still taking a course in the right direction for you to make a decision. And regardless of your decision, like you're going to be illuminated and guided through each path here. So as long as you don't give up on yourself, your story has not ended. As long as you continue to put in the work, you will transform any difficulties here. And so just keep, preserving your energy, keep allowing yourself to tap in and be illuminated to divine frequencies and truth for your highest good. You also have the Two of Cups here. Yes, so this could have been a decision in regards to love here. Maybe you've been contemplating opening up your heart to somebody or releasing somebody, whatever the case may be. This is like maybe you're reflecting like how important are the relationships in my life here. Maybe you were dealing with some sort. Before I get into that, I want to show you the rest of the cards here. So you have the Two of Cups, then you have the Ace of Pentacles here. So a child very much here, or a marriage or a decision to get married, or a child could be very important here. You also have the Six of this here. So the energy that you are putting out, you are receiving back. There's a lot of healing that's happening for all the relationships involved in your life right now. This could be a karmic exchange, but not just karma in a negative way. This is a very divine, sacred healing initiation process that's going on for you here. So, you could have been releasing some energetic debt or karmic relationships that was holding you bondage, that was not really bringing that love frequency in your life here. And you're being called to allow yourself to really receive true divine love here. And so Spirit is aligning you with healthy, meaningful connections here. Also is kind of what I'm getting. This could also be even with yourself as you heal, like you could be, like I mentioned, going through like an initiation process here. Or this could even be like some energy work. Maybe you get some Reiki done. Maybe just self-love, self-care. Nonetheless, the relationships and the people that you have in your life, you're going to be really reflecting on that with this energy here. You're going to be asking all the questions like, am I satisfied with this relationship? What is the significance of this relationship, of this connection here? And again, maybe some of you are, you're contemplating because maybe you got somebody pregnant or somebody's pregnant, or you're thinking about a family and you're contemplating, do I even want a family? Maybe you've always wanted children, but somewhere down the line, maybe you got wounded as a child, or you have some sort of trauma or something when it comes down to your past relationships, and you're like, I don't even know if I want children right now. That could be something that you're contemplating, especially with the ways of the world and everything going on fire and shit like that. Like you're just really like, do I want this? But there's a lot of fertility coming here, and you could be dealing with a high priestess energy here that's really nurturing and fertile as well. This could be your energy. You like I mentioned, I did see the Empress here, so there's a lot of fertility energy going in this space here. So if you are a Leo and you are pregnant, everything is going to be okay. Like things are shifting in the way that there's a lot of healing that's happening for you to be divinely aligned with the proper reciprocation and recognition for all that you have put your hard work, your time, your energy and attention to. So this can be a literal pregnancy, but this could also be like just the fertility of your business, the fertility of your work environment, the fertility of your connections with others, and just with like your spirituality and nature, right? There's going to be a proper reciprocation, an energetic wave of currency of abundance and prosperity happening for you. The more you heal, the more you lighten into your heart space and bring that like self-love, that self-care and forgiveness to others here. There's also a big thing about like nurturing others too. So you may have like it may be a lot going on in your life and you feel like you've always, like, can you take care of others? You always make shit happen. You're going to find that some way, somehow, resources and people are going to be assisting you. They're going to, like, this is the divine support. You're going to have an unexpected support system from friends, from families, from lovers, right? From your community. And this is going to, like, trigger you into that space of, like, it is really possible for me to manifest the stuff that I want, because I've seen me being able to manifest before, and your desires being within your reach. Absolutely. But there's also about, like, have you been energetically energetically putting out to others as well? There's something here about integrity, and there's something here about, if you've been putting out good, then that's what you're receiving. If you've been like an asshole or whatever, like, or you've been stingy or just not giving or something, then even though you're gonna be seeing like some sort of like, the energy is going to be exactly that. It's going to be reciprocating back to the asshole energy, right? Like a karmic energy going back. So there's something about that here, but there's a lot of healing, and it's not going to be as harsh or as bad. It's more that there is an extremity to it, and there is an intensity to it, because this is about transforming your soul's contract here. That was a lot. I'm going to take a sip of tea for just a moment here. Okay. We're going to get into the message from Kali Ma to see what she has for my Leos here. Leos, what message does Kali Ma have for you for the month of January here? What do you need to know? What do you need to work on here? I do like how this energy, let's see here. Yeah, there could have also been like maybe some sort of, I'm just getting a lot of external resources coming in for you. Maybe you were dealing with some hard times here, and you wasn't sure if you were going to be able to get through your circumstances. But yeah, this card wanted to come out the first time, but it didn't. But now it did. Mahavidya. And the number is 15. So I just want you to take a moment here to take a deep inhale. Sit with this energy. See what it shows you. Take a deep exhale slowly. As you connect with the energy, I am going to get into this energy here for you to see what does Kali Ma have for you. I do see this as like offerings that you made to the divine being accepted. Also, like if there was any anyone speaking ill about you or negative or something, like that, like ending gossip, ending false narratives here. So if you were gossiping about somebody bad, like that's going to come to an end. If somebody was gossiping about you wrongly, like that's going to come to an end here as well. I really like this energy here. This is like a spiritual anointance of the tongue as well. Is kind of what I'm getting here. And really allowing, they say the power of the, the powers in the tongue. The power of the tongue is mightier than the sword here. And so it could be a mindfulness of like, the words you speak create your reality, and that's how fertile you are, right? So let's get into it here. Mahavidya. She is unrestrained, unlimited, wild, and unconditional love. The heart knows how to attract grace and manifest creative resolution where the mind seeks only difficulties. Oh, man. A spiritual awakening of tremendous value is opening for you. As your inner being reorients itself around the increasing inner light, Established structures built upon lesser foundations will have to give way. She demands the courageous embrace of experience. She is your call to initiation and growth, your invitation to embrace your path. Rise and greet your destiny. Mahavidya is the great wisdom that manifests through 10 wisdom goddesses. Mahavidya is primordial Kali in multiple expressions, providing whatever is needed to serve the spiritual benefit of all beings. This is true wisdom, always shifting in response to what is needed. There are times when, no matter how logical an approach may be, no matter how commonly acknowledged as correct or how sensitive it may seem, the heart nudges us towards a different way. Knowledge can come from experience, yet it cannot guarantee evolution of its own. We can outgrow problems and birth superior outcomes only when we are willing to learn from our experiences and have the courage to move in new ways along untried paths that resonate with the heart. Through engaging the heart, knowledge can become wisdom. Wisdom is known by its effect. It elates healing, transformation, and provides a path through any difficulty. You may feel bound to unwanted circumstances. The way to be freed from the oppression and constructions the constructions you are feeling is through wisdom. However, there is a sacrifice required to attain it. The surrendering of fixed opinions and judgments based in self-cherishing viewpoints, quote unquote self-cherishing, is a term from the Buddhist tradition which holds wisdom in very high regard. A self-cherishing viewpoint sounds as though it is self-loving, but it is not. It is the viewpoint that reinforces the ego. It generates fear, confusion, and anxiety. It does not really love the self and want the best for the soul. It just wants the universe to behave in predictable ways according to the whims and desires of the ego. It could be that the self-cherishing viewpoint reinforces the ideas of being superior to others. Alternatively, it could be based on the idea that we are inferior and deserving of poor treatment. In action, the self-cherishing viewpoint is akin to a child who only wants to drink sugary drinks. Perhaps because they remind her of her birthday party when she feels like a princess. She wants to always feel so special. When given a plate of broccoli and carrots, it's gasp. A glass of water, the self-cherishing viewpoint of that child is stalled. The universe is not behaving according to her view of things. The universe response to this is to disentangle the healthy desire to experience our innate worth from the circumstances. We can then realize that the unexpected veggies are a gift of love and well-being. There is no distress, only growth and learning. The self-cherishing viewpoints prevents us from accessing wisdom. Instead, it attempts to lock the universe into behaving according to our limited view. And when it does not, we feel anxiety, distress, and confusion. We interpret the plate of veggies to mean that we don't matter, that we have no value, that we never get what we want, and so forth. However, when we want lemonade and life hands us lemon, the wisdom within will prevent us from despairing and inspire us to become creative and maybe find a lemon press or even grow an orchard. If things don't appear to be working out, don't buy into the self-cherishing limitations that create distress and confusion in your heart. There is an interpretation of what is happening that will bring you peace. You are not being punished or denied. You are being assisted on your path. Although you may feel dulled, the viewpoint shall be temporary. It will give way to the realization that you are deeply loved, cherished in an authentic, soul-honoring way. You have nothing to fear. Say the following prayer out loud. Beloved wisdom mother of my heart, Mahavidya Kali Ma, I mentally and emotionally let go now. No longer trying to impose my viewpoint upon events. No longer buying into the interpretations of what is happening in my life, which created fear, confusion, and distress. I rest still in the center of my being where you reside. I become quiet, feeling and listening for your presence. I am now receptive to your infusion of wisdom. I secure your guiding grace for the spiritual benefit of all beings. Ja Ma Kali. Stand with your right hand over your left, resting at your heart. Create a graceful circle, reaching up and then out with your right hand, finishing by resting your right hand back at your heart. Gently glide your left hand from where it rests at your heart, beneath your right hand, and reach down and out, creating a graceful circle around and up, coming back to rest your left hand at your heart, this time over your right hand. You completed a circle of infinite divine blessings for all beings. Sense the figure 8 on its inside, an infinity symbol resting before your heart now, sealing the blessing. Repeat this as many times as you feel right for you, feeling that you are awakening wisdom from the heart and sharing it for all beings as you do so. Finish with your hands in prayer mode. You have completed the healing process. Such a big ego. We're letting it go. I love this for you though. There was a lot of healing that's happening for you, transformation like I mentioned here. You're not being punished, you're being realigned, you are being illuminated in so many ways. I love this energy for you, Leo. I really do. Let's see here. Okay. So Capricorn may be significant to your energy here. Twice. You got double Capricorn. The number 3. The number 2. The number 4. So it could even be 2, 3, 4. The number 9. Yeah, I think I said Jupiter's energy too. Jupiter. And I said Venus earlier too. Venus. All right, let's see what ruin card we have here. Okay, I like this energy. I think this is Lagos. I think Lagos is in the back here. So I just had it. Yep, I just had it. Okay. All right. So this is your ruin, and this is how you can draw it here. Lagos. Psychic abilities, water, river, intuition, flow, emotions, spiritual counseling, life, magic. Primordial waters increases your magical abilities, will help you look into the past and the future, sharpens and enhances the intuitive perception, helps to establish contact with the subconscious, eliminates complexities and fears, returns lost peace of mind, assists in the study of secret sciences, ends quarrels and strife, enhances healing abilities, and stabilizes emotionally or mentally unfavorable situations. So Leo, that is your message. Oh, wait, we're going to see what magical spark should you or could you tap into for the month of January. So it's like, all right. Let's see here. Write out all you'd like to let go of on the next full moon. Then destroy the list. If y'all not letting shit go, I don't know what to tell y'all. The next full moon is January 13, if I'm not mistaken, and it is January 10th. So if y'all watching this today, y'all got a heads up. If you're watching this after January 13, don't worry about it. It says on the next full moon, and it's all good. And that could be whenever the fuck you want it to be also. It doesn't have to be according to the moon. Obviously, working with the moon will be favorable to you. But that is your spark. That is your light. Write out all you'd like to let go of on the next full moon, then destroy the list. Leo, that is your reading. It's okay. The replay will be posted up. That is your reading. I thank you so much for allowing me to be a divine catalyst, a divine messenger for you, for your highest and greatest good. And may the universe conspire in your favor and bring you the divine intervention for clarity, to serve you for your highest and greatest good here. I thank you. I love you. I honor you. Until next time, peace, love, and harmony.